Rose Denholme sat at a small table beside the hearth in her bedchamber and opened a thick tome of 18th century sermons. She'd appropriated the book from her parents' library some years ago. It had not been missed. It never would be, as none of the Denholmes cared for such reading matter. She placed a sheet of thick parchment paper on the page and arranged the wildflower she'd gathered on the moor upon it, spreading the pink blossom and gently flattening the leaves. Careful not to disturb the delicate petals, she laid another piece of parchment over the plant. Holding both papers steady, she slowly closed the book. She set it near the fire, but not too close. It should be warm, not hot. Then she put 3 other heavy volumes on top of the sermons, all of them equally unlikely to be wanted by anyone here in her parents' house. The stack would remain in place for 10 days or so, until the flower was thoroughly dried and she could transfer the specimen to one of her notebooks. She looked over at the row of such records on a bookshelf in the corner. Its presence made her room a bit cramped, but her parents had refused her request for a workroom, scoffing at the idea that her collecting was worth the space. Nevertheless, the sight of those notebooks filled her with pride. It was Rose's ambition to catalogue the full range of plants on the moors, sturdy and delicate, familiar and strange, so that people could understand and appreciate its many beauties. One of her greatest pleasures was coming upon a hidden dell, and a variety she'd never seen before. To preserve such discoveries in all their lovely, intricate detail was profoundly satisfying. A knock at the door heralded one of the housemaids.
"You're wanted in the parlour, miss," she said.
Rose hid a grimace. If her mother had found out about her dawn foray onto the moors, she would be in for a scolding. She was not supposed to go walking alone, even though she knew the landscape as well as the hallways of her home and was perfectly safe there.